So we started out the year with a bang. So at the beginning of the year, we had it was a pretty low-key family vacation, but on the way back was when the real adventure began. So we had wanted to spend some more time in the Ozarks, and you installed an app that had all the like hiking trails and scenic drives.
All Trails is what it was called.
Okay. And so as we were getting ready to head out for that morning, knowing my parents were following behind us, we were like, let's find a scenic drive. So I was looking at it, and there was one that was 15 miles.
We both thought, that sounds perfect, because then your parents can enjoy the scenery and the views too, and we can all do this together.
So we headed towards it, and we were on good roads, but it was starting to get more remote. Beautiful views though, so super cool. Okay, so we just turned off on a scenic drive. We're about a mile in, and there's water running across the road, but
Are we driving?
we can't really turn around.
Are we going? Are we going across this?
What do you think we should do?
I kind of think, well, my channel's called Rusty Judgment, so I don't know that we should do what I think we should do.
I don't think we have a choice right now, do we?
All right.
Yeah, and it's not really too deep.
Your mom and dad are behind us. I don't know what we're doing. What?
There better be some good scenery.
That was actually pretty deep. I just watched your dad go through it.
We don't have cell phone service really right now. And so we just thought we were on a scenic drive through the Ozarks, but what did it turn into?
Probably a scenic drive through the Ozarks. But we're from Minnesota, and a scenic drive to us is like a 2-lane blacktop road with like some nice views off to the side.
Yeah.
You can still do about 50, 60 miles an hour. And you can drive any vehicle you would like.
Right.
Not in Arkansas, apparently. Oh my goodness, again.
Oh, there's another one. Uh-oh. Is this one? Yeah, we can probably get through this one too,
This
huh?
one's deeper.
What do you think?
Well, I think we're driving, so we're going through it.
Wow, look at that. And so we went for quite a ways, and the road kind of kept getting worse.
This little squiggly thing actually worries me a little bit, judging by what we've seen so far on this.
Because it's felt really windy so far.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, we're pulling something behind us. Oh.
Oh, wow.
boy.
Oh, I don't know if we can get through here.
We can, but oh man.
This is gonna freak me out.
Yes, it is.
It is. Very much. Oh my.
Okay, hold on. Okay, now fall off the edge and not hit a rock on the other side.
And so at the beginning, we saw some people fishing as we were like going across the bridges and stuff. But as we kept going, no cars were coming towards us, and we weren't really seeing any more vehicles. But we're following the app, we're on the scenic byway, so we just kept going.
Good, how are you?
Yep, you're good.
Hey.
This does not look so good. Oh man.
Hold on a sec. We don't want to
Oh man.
knock our wheels.
All right, so we're almost to the end of this scenic drive.
And if you can tell, we've gone about 15 miles in an hour. So we're cruising along here.
What's the concern though?
So that there's no outlet to what we're doing here.
We don't know if there's another road to get on to
Or
go
if this
through.
just ends and we got to turn around. We have no idea.
Because if we have to go back this
I'm
same
not
way,
super happy that we have to turn around and go back.
it's been good, but seeing it once has been plenty.
Yeah, it won't be enough. I'd like to find a tar road sometime here soon. And I'm gonna say this one more time, one time on camera. Dawn chose this route.
And we have no cell service to actually see where we're at the end of this to
Correct.
what could be our next route out of here. So
Correct.
this is what you call, Tom, a good old-fashioned adventure.
Yeah!
Are we?
We're about to the end of this little thing here.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we got a straight sign! Straight sign!
Oh, this does look like a
but-
junction,
yeah,
but we don't know where.
We don't know where to go.
Crud.
Your parents have an atlas!
Oh, they do have an atlas. But do you think it actually has these roads on it?
I have no idea.
All right, we got to go confer with my parents and see what we're going to do. It is a junction.
Hey!
Tom is stress eating right now.
I am.
We conferred with my parents. There's a sign back there that says to Richland Road. So we're assuming that that's bringing us back to civilization.
Yep.
So we're at a literal fork in the road, no clue actually which way would bring us closer to civilization. At this point, we would have had enough gas to turn around and go directly back the way we came and then find a gas station. But we didn't want to go back that way because the road was just
Very unpleasant.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we really had hoped that if we would just keep going forward, that we would find a tar road and gas station and everything would be right with the world. So my dad said, let's go right. I thought right. Tom thought left. We went right.
Yep. We went right. I got outvoted.
Do you still wonder what would have happened if we had gone left?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to know what would have happened if we went left.
So we've been going about 20 more minutes and still aren't really any closer to anything. We have not passed a single car since we've turned on.
Well, we got a quarter tank of fuel yet, so
We're just gonna, the consensus is we're gonna keep going straight and that at some point we have to hit some kind of road. So again, we have no cell phone service. We don't know if we're going closer to civilization or further into the Ozarks to really be stuck without gas and no phone service. At some points, the road felt like it was getting better. And then other points, it was worse again and there's down trees and stuff.
it was a real like end of world
Is that what you felt?
feelings. Like Arkansas is cool, but are we ever gonna get out of here?
Right. We had gone about another 5 miles slowly. Like we're going very slow.
Oh yeah, 5
right?
miles was
Takes
like
a long time.
another 40 minutes.
And literally we're following, we have just enough GPS to like follow the road we're on, but not to see where we're going.
It wouldn't update. It
Yeah.
could see what we had seen before, and we were making predictions.
So literally we're driving and the road goes straight into a river,
Not a little river.
not a creek. What was your initial thought when we pulled up on that?
Oh, for the love of
It was really like, what do we do? Like, what is going on here? And this whole past like 5 or 10 miles, I was praying for some kind of sign or messenger. I'm like, Lord, just give us some, like a street sign, a person that we could ask. Again, we have at this point, the last 5 miles, we have seen nobody. So I'm like, will you please just give us some kind of sign? Do we keep going forward or do we need to turn back? And then what did you see across the river?
We saw a Jeep Wrangler approach the river, and we thought, oh, is this guy going to try and cross it? Like, if he crosses it, we can cross it.
Yep.
And he sat there for a second and then backed up and turned around, and we're like, oh man. But then there was a F-250 behind him that then started to crawl into the water, and I was like, okay, this guy looks like he's just going to try it. I wonder, is he going to come all the way? And he just slowly kept coming around through. And yeah, he made it. He made it. Turns out he lives down there. He's like the only sign of life in that whole area.
Yeah, so as he's coming across, I'm like, Tom, stop that man. We need to talk to him. So he lived right there in the area. He said, I've been crossing this for 60 years.
Yep.
And he assured us that we too could cross the river.
Well, first he told us never to get off a tar road in Arkansas again.
Yeah.
But
So the other part that we didn't mention up until this point is that we were pulling a car behind us.
Yep.
What did you buy?
it was a 2017 Honda Accord, but the front end is smacked.
In Mississippi, Tom found an insurance auction and bought a fixer-upper project.
Why not?
So we're toting that behind
Behind us.
So normally going across a river,
Right.
so That was I think probably the biggest hesitation. So the farmer says, you'll for sure make it. And then we said, okay, so, but if we cross, how far are we from gas? And he was like, so if you get across, don't get me wrong, you're going to go up a mountain, down a mountain, and then you'll get to a tar road. So we talked with my parents. We decided to switch the car trailer over to their truck.
Yep.
They rescue us on vacations all the time. They're having a
Whatever,
blast,
we
though.
could have made it. We don't know.
We don't know. We probably could have made it. But meanwhile, my parents are having a great time with this. This is like what my childhood was like with vacations. But I think we're all a little nervous at this point because we've never actually driven through a river.
No.
Before.
And we were driving, like, we weren't driving my truck.
Right.
We were driving our Yukon with car tires on it, essentially. It doesn't have, like, all-terrain tires or ground clearance. Like, it's just an SUV.
So we decided we would go first, and then my dad would follow behind with the car. And so we started across, and
Turns out it was easy as ever. We just drove straight across that river.
it wasn't actually too bad.
That first section was fairly deep, but then once you got, like, halfway through the river, it shallowed up quite a bit. And we were driving on rocks. So my concern was, like, we were going to get through the river, halfway into the river, and there was going to be, like, a drop in the river.
Right.
Or, like, mud, and then we were going to be stuck in a river.
Yep. Do you want to cheer real quick?
Oh my God, we just drove across the freaking river. All right, I'm gonna pull up here, park, and we're gonna go watch your dad come across.
So this was where we were actually really glad that my parents were with on the trip, because when you have to make a decision like, are you going to cross a river, you don't want all the responsibility on you.
Me?
You want to be like, well, they said we should do it, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that we would always rather have your parents with us on a trip than not with us.
Well, yeah, because we've had all those other...
Yeah, they're just like they're like the calming sound reason traveling with us wherever we go, keeping our barometer at the right level.
And then they're also AAA too when we need that.
Yes.
So it actually wasn't too long after that then too, we actually had to go on a missions trip to Mexico. And quite honestly, I'm like some of you, and I thought missions trips are like Christian vacations, right? It's like you come back, you put the pictures on Facebook and you say, look at all the good things that we did. I'm just being honest, right?
Did you do that?
I did not do that. Well, we made a YouTube video about it. That's probably even worse. Honestly, we look back now, that trip was life-changing. Do you think that?
Yeah, I think about perspective. What does perspective give you? That trip gave some very real perspective on what really matters.
And I think you always wonder, like, well, is it going to stick with you though? Like, are you just going to get back home and get into the grind and then forget about it? I don't think, I feel like it has actually changed how we went through the rest of the year then. And then obviously we got to, well, you all helped to raise the money for Dorothy's house too. And so I do see where mission trips can sometimes get a bad rap, but I think for us and our kids to be able to go down, to see the need, to realize how fortunate we are, but then also now to be able to say, hey, we want to partner with them and we want to do things to support them, and we hope to go back this year too.
Yeah, in the spring of 23.
So one of my favorite videos of the year was when Tom dressed up as Just In Case.
Hey, you might need this.
No, I don't, Maggie doesn't fit this coat anymore. I don't think she needs it.
Yeah, this fall, just in case, let's keep it.
No, I really think she'll have outgrown it by fall.
Maggie's a slow grower. Just in case, we'll hang on to it, okay?
Okay, all right.
We'll put it back up.
Okay,
Okay.
this one I
Okay,
know for sure.
Hold on. This kid is really hard on his clothes.
Yeah,
Let's
that's true.
keep this just in case he destroys all the other ones. Bye. See you another day.
No, I think there's more. Well, all right, I guess. Okay, let's see what's under here.
No, you spent money on that. $39.95? Are you for real? It'll fit. Just put it on.
And so what we hear so often is that it's the just in case items that really hang us up. It's easy to get rid of garbage and think, well,
Hold on. You look uncomfortable.
Oh.
Just in case, I'll get you some pillows here. Those feel better?
yeah, thank you.
Okay, all right, you're good.
It's easy to get rid of garbage. It's easy to declutter things that we're clearly not using.
Hold on. Just in case, I'll get you a couple more.
Okay.
Here's a couple more pillows. I'm not done yet. Hold on. Here, could you hold this pillow
I think it would look good. Yep, right there. Okay.
It's easy to get rid of things that we obviously aren't using, but what about the stuff we're just not sure about?
Great.
No.
Look, I think I found some things you have too many of.
No,
Yes, no, there's no more just in case.
no, we're actually using
Stop with the
these.
pillow hoarding. You're hoarding pillows, Minimal Mom.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm not done yet. There's more.
Okay.
And
there might be one thing where I like to have a little extra.
And these aren't all of them.
Yes, it is.
No, they're not.
You can unsubscribe to the Minimal Mom.
All right, we're heading out to the garage after this.
Look at this. Look at all these pillows. A lot of them went behind the couch.
That was your favorite video?
That was one of my favorite videos. What did you think of being just in case?
I don't know. I enjoy being a dork, basically.
And the whole pillow scene, that was all your idea.
Well, okay, here's the deal. This is not a minimal person when it comes to pillows, so I had to let the cat out of the bag.
I still have all those pillows too.
And
Actually,
more.
a couple have
Yeah.
gone, but more have come in. Another highlight of the year was when we got to go down to Ramsey Solutions, and that was another thing that I didn't expect it to be as like emotional or impactful as it was.
Oh, I 100% did. I've been looking forward to going there for years.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, for us, like we've talked about it a little bit, but I mean, getting out of debt just radically has changed our life. Along with minimalism, it just, I don't know what else has impacted our lives as much. I mean, like faith, kids, that kind of stuff, but like...
It's true. I think getting out of debt, I feel like getting out of debt is so much more than just like getting rid of a dollar amount that you owe someone. I think like the mindset that you get from not owing anyone any money, not having the stress of it, and then when things come up, you're like, oh, I have money saved to cover that. I've been planning for something like this. Or what's been more fun is when we see things in need, people in need, organization that could use something, like being able to help and support other things and other people. That's what I've like, that's the thing I've like, I love it. Like I love being able to, because you know, you always, anyway, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here, so. Dawn's gonna cut it all out if I talk too much. So.
No, it's true. I mean, the peace of mind that comes from being out of debt, it's very hard to describe. And so sometimes people will be like, hey, will you talk about it more? We would like to do more with it in the new year. I don't know exactly what that would look like, but for those who are really interested and want to do it, we would love to be able to somehow support you in that. So we'll keep thinking about it. And I do think getting your house decluttered though goes hand in hand with it. So
yeah, I mean, decluttering your house helps clear up your mental space, and then also helps free up your just
the consumerism and
you're not wanting stuff as much if you're trying to keep your house on a thin level. So I think it all goes hand in hand. Yes,
we'll keep talking about it in the new year as well. And it was super fun to get to record with Rachel Cruz and John Deloney and
meet Dave.
That was, I mean, it was it's hard to describe. So
super cool.
Then we got to go to the Smoky Mountains. We went camping in the Smoky Mountains. So I think, I don't know, for me, the highlight of the Smoky Mountains was renting side-by-sides to go through it. Was like, what was your highlight of that trip?
Yeah, I would say that was. All right, we are out on an adventure today. We rented a Razor 1000 6-seater, and we're gonna go check out the mountains, the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee.
So we got going. We did hit a little bit of rain early on, but it wasn't too bad. So we were chasing rain a good portion of the day, but it was actually nice because it made it cooler. So we made our way through the Smoky Mountains, through the national park and some of the scenic ways there. I thought it was really fun to be able to be going through there on a side-by-side. We've gone through national parks obviously in vehicles. It felt a lot different just being kind of like out in the open.
I think if you had like a Jeep with no roof on or something like that.
We stopped at one point to have lunch, and then it did rain. But it passed pretty quick. So then we had to go out and do a little bit of hiking The kids they're always like, can we go hiking?
Is that where the trail goes, straight up? Oh, I was like,
That way, and
if that's where the trail goes, I think I'm gonna call it.
this is for you home.
I think we specifically love just getting out in nature. Like anytime we can get out in nature and see like the beautiful world we're in, like
Yeah.
as it's again, it's something you can't really explain.
Yeah.
And pictures don't do it justice. Pictures,
Yeah, that's
video,
true.
all of it, it doesn't. It looks 10 times better in real life.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and we don't really know what we're gonna plan for a trip next summer. I don't know.
I would like to go west. I've
yeah.
never seen any of the cool stuff west of us. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, and I would say like Glacier National Park would probably be my favorite national park of all time, and so I think it would be fun for us to take our family out there, do Yellowstone too. I think we would. I don't know if we'd want to go in the summer though. Like if we'd want to go like after Labor Day because it gets so busy out there.
That's fine. We could go.
Glacier
after
not
Labor
so
Day.
much, but Yellowstone, you all know if you've been out there, and then with all the events that have happened out there, I don't know. So, but I do think that would be super fun. So,
I don't know.
otherwise, I think we'd love to explore the Ozarks some more too, just in side by sides.
Yeah, not pulling a vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, we haven't had to do as many projects in our house now, but we did a couple.
In our house. Why
Yeah.
is that, dog?
No, we did make over our half bath, which that was really fun. I really like how that came out. And then you surprised me with the entryway makeover as well, and that has been the best functional update to our house. It worked. Does not. I mean, do you think it works so well? We added extra hooks. You can open both the doors. The kids still leave all their shoes right inside the door when you walk in.
100%.
But-
And their coats are still on the bench. We have to tell them every day or two.
But when you tell
Hang your
them,
coats up.
put them away.
They have a place for them to go.
Exactly. It's been awesome.
And the closet doors stay closed.
They do.
Yep.
So that has been actually like one of my favorite changes we've made to our house.
Do you know though that I noticed the other day? I was looking through footage on my phone and I came across when we started putting our new flooring in
A year ago.
a year ago, and I am not done with it yet.
There's just there's one
Too many
bathroom.
things to do.
Yeah, one bathroom left to do and a little bit in the laundry room. So you're close. It's fine, honestly. Well, and that's the other thing. We also moved in a house on one of our first rental properties that we're hoping to do. And not a whole lot happened on your shop. I did see a question about like, what's going on with Tom's shop?
It is just chilling, doing nothing, and waiting for me to have time to finish it.
And more money.
And more money. Yeah. And then our office building?
Yeah.
The shop can just sit there. Like
Yeah.
I would like it, but I'm
It's
busy.
not going
I'm very
anywhere.
busy, so.
Yeah. And it was super cool that you got this building to a point where we still have a lot of work to do, but at least now it's functional.
Yeah, we're sitting in there
and
now.
We can let the kids be being kids in the house, and we can come out here to
It
visit.
is negative 11 right now outside, and we are in a 67-degree office building, which is amazing.
Yeah, and you know, we had shown we put in-floor heat in here. It is so nice.
It's amazing.
Like you come in, I mean, you can take your shoes off and you just walk around because the floor is so nice and warm.
Yeah.
And I also turned 40 this year, which was awesome. I mean, what a privilege to
Yep.
be on this earth for 40 years. And I know someone asked too, like, are you going to set any goals for the new year?
She's gonna try and make it to 41.
I'm just like, I think you have to know where you're at. And this year I'm like, oh, the thought of setting a goal just sounds exhausting to me.
Yep, you're 40.
Yeah, so I'm like, I know myself now. We do have one goal, and that is my cousin is going to get married at our house in the end of August, beginning of September. So the goal is to get projects wrapped up and have our place looking awesome for that.
I do actually think that wedding is gonna get the shop done.
Yeah, I think that is going to get a lot done. So I was really hoping when we offered, I'm like, oh, I hope they want to have it here because, you know, you just need those things to get everything done. So we'll show you, like, I don't know, I think it's going to be fun. So I'm glad.
I feel like these are all like subtle, like darts being thrown at me, like poking me.
No.
Like
Oh yeah, and we bought another camper too and started making that over. which has been super fun. So there's a little bit more to finish up, which I'll show you. But yeah, I think my parents are gonna use it. We'll plan to go somewhere this winter camping, and so they're gonna use that camper, and we'll take our other camper. And
and we nicknamed it Peanut because it's just a cute little peanut. So Dawn's dad's not a big fan of the name. I told him, oh, don't worry, Mark. You guys can just use Peanut when we go camping. And he was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that should be fun too. So, but overall, we made 104 videos this past year, shared 3,600 tips, and decluttered probably over 1,000 items together too.
I would say more than that.
Probably more than that. So it's been a good year. And do you have any goals for the new year?
Yes, complete
all the
projects.
Yeah.
My goal for 2023 is to finish all of those things.
Wow.
I know that's a lot. I feel like I'm being like
That's
super
good.
naive.
No, I like it. I like it. You gotta shoot the
Real
moon,
high.
and if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars, right?
You should make a t-shirt with that on it.
I do want to mention too, though, Tom and I did a video on his channel a week or two ago where we showed, like, there's been a lot of questions around moving in houses and like, why would a house need to be moved? And so I thought it was really interesting because we went and looked at a house that was still in its original spot, and you can see what was going on around it and why it needed to be moved. And so I'll link to that video as well, so that helps to answer some of those questions too. But otherwise, he has been sharing the updates on the house that got moved in, and we've been setting up over on one of those lots. So if you're interested in any of that, you can check out his channel, Rusty Judgment, and it's all happening over there too. So, and you do post videos on Fridays, so even though I won't be doing any more videos on Fridays, Tom will always have a new video on Fridays too. All right, well.
And Dawn will probably not be in most of them. Just FYI.
If you're going to see Dawn.
I mean, maybe I'll put her in the thumbnail or the title, but she's not going to be in most of them.
I'll still be popping in too. Yeah, but we're just so grateful for you, and I mean, you have been a highlight of our year as well. Like, thank you so much for encouraging us, leaving comments, and sharing our videos with your friends, supporting Dorothy and that project that we brought to you too. I mean, we've been blown away by your kindness and your support, and it truly like keeps us going, and we're just so grateful for you. So thank you. And yeah, here we go into a new year. If you are looking to declutter, I've got you covered. If you want a little extra support, you can jump into our mentorship group. We have daily videos, and we're kind of starting from scratch here at the beginning of January.
Literally, Dawn will record a video every single day of the week for this group.
Yep.
You put a lot of time into it.
I do. I love it though, because I really like getting to like the more one-on-one help with you and your specific spaces, and everyone else in the group is so kind and encouraging. And so if you need just more accountability, motivation, specific tasks to do, like just tell me what to do, that's exactly what we'll be doing in the new year. So there is a cost of $11 per month, but I think you'll get your value it's worth. So we'll put a link down to that as well, and maybe we'll see you in there too. But otherwise, we hope that you have an awesome new year, and we'll see you. My mantra for 2023 is clutter free in 23. So here we go. All right, we love you.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, what? Oh, hold on. Nope, he's not here. Hi!
Oh no, someone from Tom's channel snuck over.
I'm kidding.
You're skit, Tom. Truly though, if you have not watched Tom's videos to the end, and you just need a good laugh, check those out too. So
literally the last 90 seconds, you can skip the whole video, 90 seconds at the end.
Tom's been asking me, he's like, "Are you surprised that I'm doing that?" I'm like, "No, because it is who you are. He is your funny and creative."
I actually told Dawn this. I put that at the end of the video because I assume that next to nobody is watching it then. So then I feel good at, like, I'm okay putting it out because no one's watching it.
Not true. All right. Well, we love you, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.